So this is the SAKI kettle. I wanted to show you before I plug this in. The cord is not very long. So that's one thing I don't like about this. It's got a not very, well, I mean, it's a decent sized cord, but it's not very long. So you need to make sure that you plug it or you use it close to a power source. Okay, when you first use this, they want you to run a heating cycle. So you want to turn it on and you can see how it comes on. You see the little hot plate underneath it. And you want to run a heating cycle to boil. It says actually run 2 of them. It reads in Fahrenheit and Celsius. It depends on what your preference is. And it has modes, green, white, and oolong, and coffee, black, herbal, and boil. So we're gonna put it on boil and let it boil. The boiling temperature, the temperature increases as it starts to boil, or as it starts getting closer to boil. One thing I will say about this, this is a really nice kettle. The handle is cold to the touch. It's rubber, so you don't have to worry about it being hot when you go to grab it. It is completely cold. As soon as this boils, you can grab it and use it. Make sure you keep it away from your stove. I made the mistake of having this next to my stove, and it got splashed with some oil, and this does not like it. It does not like it at all. So it took me a while to clean it off, and the sides. So keep it away from your stove. One thing I wanted to point out, so the temperature, we set it to boil. So you can see right now it's 154, 55 degrees, it's getting there. And the goal is to get to 212 degrees. So that is the degree that it wants to get to. And ignore this, I haven't taken the plastic off. Once you take the plastic off, it's actually very shiny. So it tells you as the temperature is getting there, so you don't have to wonder how far away is it from the temperature. Okay, as you can see, we're almost at the goal temperature. The other presets, it's got presets that you can access through here. And the other presets, what those do is it gives you access to things like green, white tea, oolong tea, coffee. Like coffee, for example, it's 200 degrees. Herbal tea is 210. Boiling water is going to be the highest at 212. So it boils the water at the temperature of the tea that you're actually programming it to. So here you can hear it boiling, but it's not quite at the top boiling. We're trying to get it to 212. That's the boiling speed, temperature. It has an automatic shut off. It shuts itself off after an hour of inactivity. If you don't have it on for an hour, it'll shut off. And then once it reaches its 112 temperature, the boiling temperature, it holds it there. You can hear it boiling now. And you hear the alarm goes off once it reaches the temperature, and you can see it holds it. Okay, and as you can see, the alarm went off that it reached its 212 temperature, and it is holding it at that temperature. So it is holding it at that temperature, and it will hold it for about an hour. After an hour, the kettle will turn itself off if there's no activity on there. Now, I will say this looks very stylish. It looks very nice sitting on a, like if you're having an office get-together, you can put this on the table and it will be ready for tea, and people can just grab it and use it, and it will keep the temperature constant. I will say I really like this cover. I am not worried about anybody burning themselves. The cover closes in and locks in very well. I've picked it up, I've poured. I've actually turned it almost upside down to pour. It pours very well, and the cover doesn't come off. It has holes here. You can see on the upper side that lets the air evaporate through there so that you're not burning yourself. But it's a really nice kettle for tea.